Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Tiny Blue Games. My name is, of course, Seesaw or Chris, and today we are doing a continuation of the Dark Knight job quest, and possibly leveling if we get to the last quest we can do. Maybe we'll do a bit of leveling, but I don't know how quick we'll be. I think everyone else knows how quick I am, and it's not that quick. But yeah, we've got quite a cluster of people. I mean, I'm also standing by where people teleport in, but look at this lovely welcome party we have. Isn't this wonderful? So very nice. Audio sounds good. I didn't even ask this time, but good. You're on it, Caraman. I love it. I should have thought to ask. I see Caraman. I see Irko, Northern, Sonic Rose is here. We've got quite a few people here. And who else have we got in here? We got quite a few people. I've heard that the server transfer, I guess, the realm visiting is a thing now, so we should have quite a few people, which is exciting. Oh, I see King of Oblivious as well. Hello. But yeah, we're a little bit early, so we're gonna get started, I think. I mean, we may as well add an extra 5 minutes and try and get some more stuff done, which will be good. But yeah, no, I'm very excited. It seems like we'll be able to do some more stuff together soon, which is great. I'll have to start planning a time for us to do the Heavensward Alliance raid, because that's something I promised we'd do when we could. And it looks like we can with everybody eventually. So I will start working on a plan for that. Other news, I don't know if anyone in the chat has seen my update. It had a little bad, little good news. There might be a few less streams in the coming time, but I also did promise a face reveal and webcam that should start with the introduction of the Shadowbringers story. So I think that'll be a fun sort of launch party for the webcam, as well as that entire story, because I think Shadowbringers, I mean, it's what drew me into the game eventually, so it's kind of telling that we're finally getting to the time where I'm going to experience it. But yeah, that's the immediate news. So a couple exciting events on the way, and it should be, I don't know, I'm excited for it. I'm sure the webcam will be something that gives us technical difficulties as well, but it'll be a fun thing to do for sure. But yeah, we should get going, I guess. It's so nice of everyone to meet me here. We've got Icebun, we've got Irku, we've got Razor Dragon, and Nagami Sable. I love the little sparkle like intro you guys gave me. It's just lovely. All right, let's get to it. I feel like I'm lagging a little bit right now. What's my frame rate? It's dipping down pretty low. See, I was trying to record this at the same time, but I feel like that's hurting my performance quite a bit. Might have to not do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just turn off the recording for a second. Give me a second. I should pause that. Yeah, way better. Oh, did that hurt our stream? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, we're good. So yeah, I was trying to record the stream. I got some advice in the update video I gave as well for ways to manage my streams. And it's something that I kind of knew I wasn't doing super well compared to some other channels that like do it, you know, obviously is more of their primary focus. But the advice was to delist the streams in terms of just public uploads, and then have a playlist of them that are sort of unlisted. And with that, so there is a playlist on the channel now that you'll see all of the VODs of the stream. My hope was to go ahead and make more highlight videos or stream summary videos. And my goal was to kind of try and record it, but it seems like it's a bit choppy. So I think what I'll have to do, and I'll do a little bit of testing, is just sort of reduce the quality of that. Because unfortunately, the only other way I could do it is like downloading the like stream from YouTube, which I think would be a lot of work, or a lot of, I don't think it's a good quality of video that you get when you download it that way, but I'll keep working on that. Stream seems fine. That's good. That's good. Because yeah, the number one thing is the stream's good. I don't want to hurt the quality of the stream just to have the recording like in a separate video file. Oh, and Zakaro's here. Oops, I'm late. No, you're not late. I'm early, Zakaro. I apologize. I had everything ready, and I was like, let's give it a go. But yeah, let's do the job quests. I think this should take us there. Ooh, we're going to the tavern again. Is it best to go up this way, I guess? We have like a pack of people now too, which is exciting. Yurko says, can download the VODs from YouTube still. I could do that still, and maybe that's better than not having them at all. It's just, I know it's like, I think 720 quality or something that you get it downloaded at, and I don't know. I always try to get the best quality, but it might be better than nothing, so maybe I'll give it a go. Zikro says, the community can help with that too, with making clips. That's true. You could do that. That would be cool. And how does the clips work? I've never used that on YouTube. Is it like, because I know there's a feature for community members to make clips. Do you share it with me somehow, or where does it end up when you do clip it? Is my curiosity. Sonic Rose says, I get to sparkle at you, and I'm not usually here for streams, so I'm so glad. Yeah, this is one of the most exciting features I think they could add to the game. Just the ability to play more closely with people on other realms and stuff, right? It's such a way to broaden the community, and I think that's really exciting. So I'm so happy to have everyone here. Look at this. We got like a few people following us. It's so exciting. Inori says, after watching Zepla HQ, MTQ Capture, Arthas, Mesuri, Ziki. Okay, lots of channels. YouTube recommended me your stream. Well, I'm so happy you have. Come to join us, Inori. I'm compared to a lot of those people, I'm slower at completing things and probably newer to the game than a lot of them. So I wouldn't come here for guides or anything, but if you want to relive any MSQ moments or just have fun with our community, you're definitely welcome into the tiny blue world. But I guess we should get started. What do we get here? We got a skill deals unsuspected damage. An unsuspected damage. I guess it would be like, oh no, unexpected damage. Huh. Okay, with a potency of 150 to all targets and enemies. That's cool. Restores HP. All right. I like the icon for it. I hope it kind of has that similar look. All right, let's get to it. I've been thinking, Seesaw. The Pajal linked rails. Oh yeah, the girl. I'm just trying to remember what we've done. It's been a while since we've done this. Rael's spiritual presence to that of the Dravanian. Hence why he suggested she had partaken of dragon blood, right? Regardless of the cause, if she does hold some affinity with dragons, she will never be safe here in Ishgard. If being the operative word, of course. We do know to know for certain. Which means we must parley with the Dravanian. That's good. Some more dragon stuff. It will not be easy, I realize. The Dravanians are not wont to entertain outsiders, especially ones hailing from Ishgard. You have spoken with their leaders. Beg pardon. I did not think you would be so readily to admit it. Well, pray lead the way, Seesaw. All right. I feel like I got to get used to the words that Sidguru chooses. I feel like as I start reading dialogue from certain people, I get more used to it over time. Certainly when they have more kind of old Englishy words and stuff like that, it can be rough. Wait, this is the right place, right? I hear someone clapping in the background. I just love having everyone around me. Where are we off to? Yeah, okay, that seemed like the wrong one. So we're going to head all the way to here. I'm sure we'll see people there. I love it how people find me so quick in game. Like I went AFK for a second to set up the stream, and I came back and there was like a party around me, and it's just so exciting. Karaman says, unexpected. Magic without a specific element. Unexpected. Okay, so, well, that's definitely not what I thought. I thought like, I mean, it reads kind of like unexpected, so I was like, is it like something we wouldn't expect? But no, I appreciate the clarification. Sonic says, just call him Sid. I mean, we already know a Sid, like spelt differently. I don't know if that's confusing or not. Yeah, here comes, everyone comes following. Oh, I know this place. This is the place where there's a dragon living it. Well, look at everybody here. We have to go up, don't we? And there's going to be a path for me to go, and I know everyone else is going to know it right away. But it's like in here? There we go. Farrell says, hello, what I'd miss. You haven't missed much. We've just started the very first quest. We're continuing our Dark Knight job quest, trying to get ready for Shadowbringer soon. I think everything's coming along. You'll see that I'm level 66. I've been doing the occasional... Oh, do we have to go up further? Oh, no, it's just a... Oh, Vidofnir. I remember Vidofnir. You keepest curious company, mortal. I see. Though I trust in thy words, thy companions are unknown to me. A token, then, for them to declare their intent. I would have them gather upon Gran Elm in Avalonian Fallon, and bring it to me. But where the beasts which are drawn by their fragrance? I think it's just going to be a rough reading time for me. I'll get into it eventually, don't worry. Yurko says, the negotiation of aspected. Interesting. Interesting. All right, Sid. Yeah, I'll just call him Sid. You're right. It's going to be easier this way. Right then, gathering flowers for a dragon. No point in questioning it. I like how they kind of acknowledge the absurdity of some of their quests. Rael and I will search the lands north of here together. You can take the south. Alrighty. Oh, I've got it set to random now. I had gotten tired of my car, and I wanted to have some random mounts for a bit. Where are we going? Down south. Oh yeah, I guess down south. They told us. Is there a waypoint down there? And I know waypoint's not the right term. I sling together terms from all sorts of MMOs when I'm playing, and that's just the truth of it. But how's everyone's weekend doing? I hope it's been well. I hope anyone who's been in the UK or anything like that's doing okay with the heat. I know it's been quite hot there. I know it's been quite hot here, but I read in the news how hot it is there, and I'm like, oh my god, would not enjoy. I know a lot of streamers have had to stop doing streams this week and last week just to kind of cope with it, which is tough for sure. Irko says, oh no, we've already read that. I was like, am I caught up on... I should read while I'm walking. It's the best time to catch up. I feel like I'm zoomed in really far. There we go. Sonic says, good, I just started vacation. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, vacation. I'm quite busy at the moment. Oh, I got trapped. I mean, you guys might be able to fly, but I got trapped. Vacation's always nice for sure. Sonic says, do you want us to help you unlock flight? You always can. I'm just going to focus very much on the... I mean, I guess it wouldn't take long to get the things, but we're going to be here so short. That's always what I tell myself. We're going to do some fighting, I guess. It's kind of nice that they wait a second for you. I've been just doing PvP on this character, so I kind of have to, like... There we go, there's the AoE I need. Like, figure out what skills I have now. Oh, I've bought my blades. What else have I got? Well, they don't do a ton of damage anyway, so that's something. Cromer Pack says, can confirm I'm in the UK and dying. Well, I'm sorry to hear. I mean, I'll be the first to say I hate the hot weather. I could move anywhere as cold as it needs to be, but the hot is what I do not love. I mean, I live in a pretty cool climate as is. Like, most people around me are happy when it's, you know, plus 20 to plus 30 Celsius is, like, really quite warm around here. So, yeah, I can't imagine what it is in the UK. I would not enjoy. I feel like I'm quite slow, but I guess I'm a tank, so this kind of makes sense that I would be kind of slower at this. I feel like I'm not using my abilities to the best of my ability. It would make things more convenient, Sonic says. I mean, I don't doubt it. Is there more? Oh, did I not pick up the flowers after? I just went and gathered everything. I mean, what would we just... Though we'd have to do quests, wouldn't we? Like, it's not just picking up the little wins. You also have to do side quests to get the Aether Currents, right? I mean, what I could do is maybe fly on one of your guys' mounts if I'm in your party, but I don't mind walking. I think it adds a level of exploration to the zones that I've not been to in a while. Irko says, okay, hear me out. Flight unlock stream. I feel like we've proposed now an inventory cleanout stream and a flight unlock stream. I don't know if these are the most exciting topics for people to watch. I feel like people would just be very excited for me to finally have them done. But I don't know if it would be very exciting to watch. I do appreciate that people want me to enjoy all of the features as much as I can. Farrell says, when it comes to PvP, I've been enjoying Reaper. Yeah, Reaper seems really cool for PvP. The one that's really been getting me in PvP, well, there's two. And I think one of them is the Summoner that has like that big dragon that comes and like touches down and is like chaos for everyone. The other one that's really been bugging me is the Samurai. I don't know exactly what they do because I've never used my Samurai in PvP, but like I'll just be going against the Samurai and I'll get deleted. And I'm, you know, pretty tanky in most situations, especially if I'm managing to use like whatever the shield that goes around you at times and like managing my health. But a Samurai will just come and like absolutely delete me, and I don't know what to do. It's not great. Caraman says only a couple of them. Oh, only a couple side quests, so it wouldn't take too long. I think Yuriku's right. I should just do like everyone's already waiting for me. A like Heavensward unlock stream and then like kind of do it regionally would make sense. I don't know. Such fragile, fleeting creations. Bring them close, mortal, and I might breathe deep of their essence. All right. Really wanted these flowers, eh? That which passeth into death liveth on in memory. One prepareth now for the journey. Bid farewell to her in morn, and find the answers thou seekest. It's just going to be a challenging reading day. I've got that from the people who are wow, this mount is... I'm sorry to interrupt, but this mount is super cool. Look at that. It's just huge. Like, I mean, I know I'm small, so it kind of flips perspective, but it's a huge mount. That's super cool. Where are we off to now? I gotta go back down. Look at this. So much walking. Sonic says, if you did the blue unlock quests, then all you need is the Aether points. I can guarantee you, Sonic, that I did not do all of the blue ones. I'm what you call a bad quester or a bad completionist. Especially at times when I'm just really focused on the story. It's like all that I focused on, and I'll even get really behind in job quests, which is almost the worst. But maybe we'll do a stream where we do try and complete some of these. I forgot over here. I find this room very confusing. Patrick, hello, Sisa. Hello, Patrick. I'm glad you could join us. I saw you had commented on the post that I made about the time, and you'd mentioned that you'll see me Saturday. So I was concerned that you thought it was Saturday, but it probably was Saturday for you is what I thought, because everyone else is in different times. How do I get to where I'm trying to go? I feel like this is the big reason people want me to fly, so it's not as infuriating to watch, probably is the main thing here. Yurko says, Sam's limit break will instantly kill anyone who attacks them while their shield's up. Well, that is just wild. Oh my god, it was a bridge from the top? Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Oh, everyone hates me. I can just feel it. Everyone hates me so much. You're probably all just flying up there like, oh, Seesaw, you stupid, stupid, stupid. Oh, no. Farrell says, tank versus DPS. DPS often win. Yeah, I'd say they often win in 1v1s, but the ability for me to slow people down in long-term fights is quite nice. Irko says, I think the most dangerous job in PvP right now is Ninja. Ninja can delete an entire party with a chain of skills with just a little bit of support from their team. That's terrifying. Maybe ninjas are who have been taking me out and I've just not noticed it. Okay, so I think we have to go further up and then like cross over. I feel like everyone who's in game is just waiting for me up there already, and they're gonna like be like kind of patiently, but not so patiently, be like, where have you been, Seesaw? Is it across here? Yeah, here they are. Here they are. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Oh, we joined a fate. Let's keep moving. Let's get out of here. Is it up this way? Sonic says, see, if you could fly, confusing architecture wouldn't matter. Yeah, that's true. I feel like I got confused the first time I had to go up this way, too. I wouldn't be surprised if there's, like, a past video of me being extremely confused. Patrick says, no, it's Sunday. I was just a bad listener, but glad to be here. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I'm glad to have you here. Carmen says, through the tower from the floor below you were on. All right, now I'm getting a party. Someone's coming to rescue me. Yeah, I should have read. Carmen says, we don't hate you. That's good. That's good. No hate from us. That's too far. I've gone too far up now? Well, where is it? Is it somewhere I can draw? Okay. Can I get on this? Right. All right. All right. Take me away. Hello? Hello? This is a really cool mount. I don't know if it's a boat or if it's a whale, but it's a very cool mount. Well, where were we supposed to go? There's a bridge underneath it? Oh my goodness. Oh, and I've definitely been in this cave before too, haven't I? Have I learnt nothing from the past? Lunar whale. Okay, so it is a whale. I think I remember when they were added to the game because I saw like a huge amount of them everywhere I went. Like I went to like a fate and they were just all chilling. I'm just like, this is why each quest takes so long. It's because I am confused and lost and just making my way here. Ooh, it's getting, I had to turn my air conditioning off. Like I've got just one of those portable units, but you can definitely hear it like pretty viciously over the stream when it's on, or like I've tried recordings of videos and stuff. So I was like, I'll just turn it off for the hour and a half, but I'm feeling it. I should have worn shorts instead of jeans is kind of the lesson of the day here. Terminus says, oh right, there are 2 bridges out of the tower. I mean, what a confusing time, right? So we're talking to Dying Dragon, okay. Let me linger a while longer, Hunter. Soon my soul shall take wing. Oh, we're giving him the flowers. So nice. I shall miss this. Vidofnir bade you come to me. His scent entwined. Ah, I see now. We seek no quarrel, O Ancient One, only answers. Come forward, child. I like the glowy back this guy has. Some fun dragon stuff. There you are, my beloved. How long hath it been since we soared through the mists? What? What did you say? Silence, Dark One. He liveth on in you, child. The blood of my beloved floweth strong in thy veins. Yet, mingled as it is, 'twas not thee who partook of his essence. Were it not so, would thou wouldst have been overcome. Thy protagonitors drank deep to spur their own becoming. Then it's true, and the Temple Knights knew. Then they will never stop. They cannot, even if we flee Ishgard. If we could but harness the abyss. Thou speakest strange, Dark One. What dost thou seek? Oh, shrouded in thy rancor, thou darest or standest apart from the charge. The folly of youth, even the tiny beings who frolic in the mists of Somal know a better way. What? Who? No more, Dark One, no more. Farewell, child. Fly free for us. Goodbye, and thank you. There's not more for us here. To Ishgard. Why do dragons speak so complicatedly? Why? Look at everyone! Look at everyone on their mounts! This is so amazing! Ugh. I love this so much. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have like some exciting streams, I think, with everyone being able to come over. I think we should definitely... I'll start looking at when we can do the Alliance raid. I'm trying to think. The first Alliance raid, the Crystal Tower, was broken into 3 parts. Is that the same for every Alliance raid? Like, is there kind of 3 sections to it? I guess my question being, would we conceivably do all 3 sections in one 90-minute period, or does it make sense to kind of do like 3 different streams? I'm trying to think of, I think we did it as a video last time, so I don't know. Well, I guess what we could say is, you know, we'll start at the start and see how far we get. Maybe that's the way to do it. Let's see. Zirko says, yep, they were released during the fan fest, so everyone wanted it. That makes sense. They're pretty cool. The whales, I assume, is what we're talking about. Where are we off to? And we're going back all the way to the Foundation. Carmen says, because they're old. Carmen says, yeah, 3 parts for each. Yes, everyone agrees 3 parts. Yes, that's the same. 3 parts of each. So yeah, I guess we'll see how far we get. But I'll start working on a date that can work for that. And we'll probably do it even more in advance than the planned streams. Like, I'll try and do like a 2-week window or something so that anyone who wants to be there can try and be there. Let's see, Zirko says, it's pretty short, story heavy. Well, that's exciting. We'd want to do them separately. They have lots of cutscenes in between. You'd get maybe 2 done. Each raid takes like 20 minutes, but there's usually a lot of quests. Okay, so yeah, it could be a while, especially of how long it takes me to read and do quests. Well, I think it's probably even better if it's multiple, because that way we could do, like, there's more opportunities if someone's not able to attend it, right? Because that's always the sad thing when you do something exciting. And I know you can watch VODs and stuff like that, but there's... The thing about streaming is being there, right? I definitely feel that when I'm watching the people I like stream. I can't mount here. I keep thinking I can mount in cities for some reason. It's because I go and I play one game, I can mount in the city. I play another game, I can't mount in the city. I play another game, and there's no mounts, you know? It's the life of someone who goes between MMOs like this. Patrick says the Alliance raids are always 3 big team raids. There is tons of story between each raid. You can probably do all 3 Crystal Tower, just raids in maybe 70-80 minutes. But as you go through, they get longer. Yeah, and I do remember that. So we did the Crystal Tower a little while ago. These would be the Heavensward ones, which I don't actually know the name of them off the top of my head. But you're right. I'm looking back. The Crystal Tower did have a fair bit of story with Sid, which was nice too. Do. I love the music in here. I love the music in so many of these places. This changes nothing. I swore an oath to protect her, and I mean to uphold it, no matter the cost. So, these are the knights who would defy the will of Halon. Uh-oh. She's found us. My lady surely knows she will find a few friends here. Or find few friends here, I see. Blessed are we who abide in her grace, for we shall never be forsaken. One day I, Yastrid de, oh my god, Kalignot, shall walk in her halls, and you shall answer for your deeds. Goodness. Sonic says, I can grant you Peloton while we're partied up. I can grant you Peloton. I'm confused, Sonic, and this might be something I should know. what you are going to grant me. Oh, sorry, were you the one who's given me rides? If that's the case, I appreciate it for sure. I'm trying to like connect people's in-game name to in-stream name. Ferris says Sag music. It is indeed. Will you stand before her and claim that you were righteous? That it was just to take so many lives in defense of the abomination? Peloton is the movement that I remember this from when I had my my archer class or whatever way back at or bard, I guess. I don't know if it turned into a bard by the time I was done, but I do remember that skill. I used to have that. Thank you. So thank you for giving me the buff. Repent of your sins and surrender it to me. The Fury may yet spare your souls. Wait, the Fury, not the Furry. That was, I think, right? So yours is the righteous cause. To condemn a girl to death for her parents' deeds. This is the will of Halen. Yes, yes it is. If you will not see reason, even with full knowledge of the facts, then I will make you a final offer. Submit to a trial by combat. We like trials by combat, that works for us usually. Survive and you may go in peace. Fall and it is mine. Ooh, I like that. Sonic says, when you were a bard, yeah, I was a bard, like, I don't know if I was a bard. I was like the archer class before. Like that's the very first class or job I played when I started playing Final Fantasy, like back in 2019. So I very roughly remember that there was a movement skill that I could use. I think you can only use it out of combat. Is that true? So in dungeons, it was kind of nice to use whenever people were running. Patrick says, remember your own commitments though. Crystal Tower equals Seesaw Scholar. Heavensward equals Seesaw Dragoon. Stormblood equals Seesaw Sam. Shadowbringers Seesaw as a Dark Knight. Patrick, you actually are very good to have reminded me of that, so I should be doing Heavensward as a Dragoon. Very interesting. I think that'll be fun. That's a really good point, Patrick, because I definitely could have gone in there as a samurai, and I think it makes sense to return as a Dragoon. It's a very good point. Sonic says, you're a level 40 bard, so yes, you did make it. Good for me. Oh, you're looking at I guess you can see all my different jobs. That's so interesting. Ferris says, Heyani? Is Ha-Yan-E. I'm doing, I think, even worse at pronouncing it now that you've actually spelled it out for me. Okay, so it is what you're saying. And then Ha-Yan-E. Hayane. Hayane? Pretty good? Maybe? Not horrible? Sonic says, out of combat, yeah. Refuse and I will put this tavern to the torch and have the heads of every man, woman, and child here. Oh my god. Anyone who dares harbor you will suffer the same, here or elsewhere. This I swear to you. Would that we could settle this here and now, but I'd wager your men at the doors would take offense. Halone. Oh, it's an L. Halone. So I was doing real bad is what you're saying. Halone? Is Halone better? God, I need some water. I love that you guys all still take the time to get me to pronounce things correctly, even though I will likely forget it next time, and I'm a horrible person for it. Though I guess some names have stayed over the years. Halonye? Oh my goodness. We've got ourselves just trapped in this. Sonic says you can right-click a friend or party member to see search info, which means what jobs they are, plus you have a profile of lodestones, like Wowhead and stuff. Oh, that's really cool. I don't think I've actually inspected many people in this game. I think it's a feature that doesn't get talked about a lot in MMOs. Like, it's not a key thing, but well, first off, it's something that you have in, I'd say, vertical progression games like Final Fantasy and WoW, and not so much in horizontal progression games like Guild Wars 2, because the whole idea is kind of like having less of a focus on what people have done, I guess. Though you can still kind of see achievement points in those games. I don't know. But yeah, it's cool that you can see like the job levels that you've done and all that. So that's kind of nice. Farrah says, yes, nice. Okay, good. So I've nailed it. You're gonna cry when I say it wrong in like a few minutes or something. As you wish, my lady. You shall have your trial. I shall send a messenger with details. All right. Mother, wait. Oh, is she the mother? Wait, did we know that? Maybe we did know that. I should have had them cut out your tongue. Dark. Jeez. Riel, what in the seventh hells is going on? Okay, we didn't know she was the mother, I don't think. She told them to take me. She said I wasn't hers, that I was... Why didn't you tell me this? This was all your mother's doing? I bled for you. Frey died for you. We had the right to know. I didn't mean for... God damn it all. I like how they have the different chat boxes for the different emotions. Leave us, Seesaw. I need time to think. Oh, we got our skill. Zirkoro says, and you can look at everyone's adventure plates. Oh, I've heard all about those adventure plates. I've seen some very interesting videos on YouTube about certain people's adventure plates. It's quite the interesting area. Didn't someone get banned for looking at someone's adventure plate? I'm trying to think. There was a video about it. And I was just watching like a Zeppla video reacting to it. So I'm trying to think of who the original person who... Was it Pint? It might have been. Or was it someone else? But yeah, that's interesting. I felt like it was the safe videos. They react to like different like non-story stuff in Final Fantasy. Those videos are what draw me in. Yuriko says, it's always bugged me that I can't check what people are wearing in Guild Wars 2. I do too as well. And it's definitely... Like Guild Wars 2, it's definitely... in there so people can't like inspect people and be like, why are you not wearing like the proper gear for this build or whatever. And like I get it, but I'm such a vertical progression person, and certainly not someone who would ever be upset with someone doing poorly. The main reason I like vertical progression and like focusing on that is that it makes content like I like to feel like I've improved each time, and I feel like, you know, just seeing my gear, seeing my stats, I don't know. It's very base MMO, right? To kind of see your character progress over time. And seeing others and comparing yourself to others. It's just fun. Jasandi says, woo, hey Seesaw, hey, how are you doing? Look at everyone in the chat today. This is lovely. I wasn't expecting quite the turnout, but there's quite a few people. I always love streaming when I get around to planning one out. It's always so fun seeing everyone in chat. Sonic says, we do now. I guess we do now. We do know that that's her mother. I love the sparkle so much. Ferris says, it's funny because only native English speakers find hard to say Japanese names or French names. It's interesting. And I'm someone who's actually learnt a little bit of French. I was like in French immersion from grades... Well, from grades 1 to grades 12, I took like French immersion. So I have some French. Now, it's been a while since grade 12. So it would be a little bit rough. I think I could read like through things that were in French, but I probably couldn't write it, and I would still have issues pronouncing new words in French. Like I wouldn't know, you know, how to pronounce something probably correctly just reading it for the first time, but if it's a word, like very basic French words that you'd use in school, I would maybe be okay. Oh wow, the chat is just going so quick and I love it. Savix got banned. Oh, it was Savix, that's who I watched. Yeah, got banned from YouTube for seeing someone's lewd adventure. That's the exact video I watched. That's so ridiculous. Banned from YouTube, you're right. It wasn't from Final Fantasy. Thank you. You've reminded me of the whole story now. What a wild thing to have happen. Song says, is this where I say Gogetsu's name isn't Gogetsu, it's Gosetsu? You could probably say that, but I've put so many videos out there that people are just gonna have to deal with it. Gosetsu just sounds so much less fun. Patrick says, Seesaw always forgets how amazing his streams are. Oh, that's nice, Patrick. Ferris says, when are you going to start Shadowbringers, more or less? That's a good question. So, okay, well, we have to be 70 on the Dark Knight. And then I need to finish... How close are we to finishing the post-Stormblood story? For anyone who's been following along with me. I haven't done anything more than the streams, but are we reasonably close? Or where do we kind of sit for that? Just out of curiosity. Is it something I'll have to like try and push a little bit quicker on? Let's see. Zirko's, I don't think anyone... Oh, wow. Actually, where are we? Yeah, Zirko. I don't think anyone here has lewd adventure plates, right? You're saying we're safe. Irko says, our adventure plates are clean, promise. Not promise. Zirko says, we're still in the middle of 4... We're only in 4.1? That's ridiculous. So that we're not very far then, are we? What does it go up to? I sent you a message in the party chat about your new skill. Oh, okay. Let me take a look. It shares timer with carve and spite. Oh, it's maybe more, but yeah, okay. Spite. Either single target. Okay, very interesting. Missile drain. Okay, well, I think I'll get a feel for it when I start using it, but I appreciate the little background on it. You're getting close. You're in 4.1, 3 or 4 streams, I'd imagine. You're still in 4.1. Depends on how much you distract you. It's fair. You've noticed we haven't done this quest in a while. Maybe I'll try and go... It's hard because I just said I was going to try and be more tame over the summer, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do for some streams and stuff to try and get through. Because I do want to start in Shadowbringers, I really do. And we're only on 58 for these, my goodness. All right. Let's push. Let's push forward. It took considerable effort, but at least I have learnt the whole truth. Attend me, Seesaw. You have the right to know. For countless generations, the sons and daughters of House Collion have pledged themselves to the church, so devoted to the faith they are. Many rose to positions of great prominence within the clergy, and for a time, Countess Ystrid du Callion was promised to do the same. And when she had her husband celebrated the birth of their firstborn, the futures of those houses seemed brighter than ever. That is, until years later, when the Inquisitors came, information gleaned during an interrogation had implicit her husband as heretic. Ooh. When the Countess confronted him with these allegations, he brought a vial to his lips and completed his transformation. One he is proudly declared was decades in the making. The Temple Knight knew him as he tried to rip out her throat. Afterwards, she had Riel locked away in the deepest cell she could find. Madness. The monster thinks to find absolution in her daughter's death. You mustn't go. She'll kill you. She will kill us anyways if we don't. I know what I'm doing, Riel, and I have a plan. I like this story. I like how this is just the job story and it's so interesting and like got so much backstory to it. Farrell says my adventure plate is kind of boring since I barely do anything with it. Irko says 4.5 is the last patch of our Stormblood, so we're a little ways away. Jasani says mine is too feral. Gotta mess with it in it. Patrick says Seesaw has many more samurai adventures before he worries about any Shadowbringer, any shadows or their bringers. Well, this is fine. I am loving your streams either way. Yeah, and that's the thing. I guess I don't want to rush through it. Maybe what I should do is consider if I want to try doing the face reveal earlier, because that's the main thing I want to do is like not wait too long for it. So maybe I'll revisit this and I'll make a full post if it's something I want to change. But maybe instead of doing it for the first Shadowbringer stream, I'll do it for the first Alliance raid stream. That's maybe when we'll do a face reveal and start using the webcam or something like that. Maybe that would be a good time, because it makes sense because it's more of a community event as well. But who knows? I'm enjoying the gold just writing from the stream. But maybe that makes sense. So I'll see. Maybe I'll do a post about it and people can vote. What was I doing? I said, Seesaw, recall your dragon's words when we told her about the dark arts. She said, "You guys are ridiculous. There was tiny beings who knew a better way. If they can reach us how to harness the abyss, mayhap we can stand against Lady Estrid and her minions. Unfortunately, I haven't the foggiest who these tiny beings are, or might be, I guess." All right, we'll take a look. Where were we? I'm trying to look at the chat now. You guys have been talking so much today. I love it. Jasandi says she can try. Fair says PogChamp, or the trailer reaction. I guess that's fair too. We could do it then. I think we'll see. Because the nice thing is, or the main reason I want to do it sooner is because then I can use my face in like actual videos as well, right? I can use it for everything. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to make such a big thing of it, and then I'm going to reveal my... Wow, there's so many of you now. This is lovely. I'm going to be like, this is my face, and you're going to be like, oh no, that's your face? And we'll be like, oh no, let's just turn back to the logo, the animated logo. Oh no. It'll be good. I'll give you all a hint. I wear glasses so that you can start shaping expectations. Where are we going? I was almost doing the wrong quest, but we're going to go all the way to here. Look at that. And maybe if I do, I'll try downloading the VOD. So it's windy up here, apparently. Oh, it's the Mogies that they're talking about. The tiny people. That makes sense. I'll try downloading the VOD, and if it works well, that I can turn those into stream summaries. Because my big issue was that I wasn't being able to put out videos as much as I like. So if I can do that and turn these into good videos, then maybe it'll work out in the end, eh? We have like notifications. Oh, achievements. Psh. Seesaw's not a completionist. Not a completionist at all. Jasandi says, lol, streams is breaking. Kerman says, surely not. Zirko says, nothing wrong with glasses. Oh no, I love my glasses. I think I like them a lot. Though I'll have to remember to actually like clean them up a bit so they're not all dusty or something for the stream. Mogi says, well, if it isn't one of the new visitors from below, are you searching for something? If so, just ask. I pride myself in being a second most well-informed mogul here, Kupo. I always call these guys Kupos instead of like moguls or whatever. I don't know if it's weird or not. Irko says, why do you think we're so mean? You almost certainly won't look how I expect, but we're not monsters. Oh, don't be like that. We don't judge. I'm glad to spend time with the amazing person. Oh, and to be clear, I don't think anyone in this stream is mean. Actually, I think it's through these streams, like over the last year and a bit, that I feel comfortable enough to think of doing this, right? Like when I first started YouTube, it was something I definitely didn't want to do. I was like, I want to keep this kind of anonymous. And throughout these streams and getting to know people and having more of a connection that way, it's definitely been like, I kind of wish I could like gesture with my hands or like make faces and like share on that other level. So it's through you guys' kindness that I want to do this. Not to say I'm sure there won't be people who are mean in the YouTube comments, because that does happen. I get either compliments for my voice or hatred for my voice. There's very little in between when it comes to someone who's specifically commenting on my voice. But that's all good. It's part of the adventure, right? You don't put yourself out there without expecting a little bit of good and a little bit of bad mixed in there. But no, everyone in chat I think is plenty nice. It's like extremely nice. You guys have been so welcoming. Mogi says, my, that's a rather grim way of living, isn't it? I can't say I've ever heard of the knight so infatuated with darkness. However, I think I might know why she bade you to visit us. Go ahead and fetch your friends. We have an awful lot to talk about, Kubo. Welcome to Mogum, Kupo. The little one must be Riel, which makes the big one Sid, is that right? I think we're the little one, not Riel. I'm Gosh, the chat is just going crazy. I like this. Sonic says, I like your voice. Your ride is also available if needed. Thank you, Sonic. And thank you for the voice. The voice thing is interesting. Well, I feel like everyone does this. Whenever you first hear your recorded voice, you kind of like hate it. You're like, is that really how my voice sounds? And then over time you get used to it. And now I'm very comfortable with how my voice sounds in recorded settings. I think I'm going to have to go through a very similar situation with seeing myself on camera, right? Seeing the ways I move my head when I speak and stuff. And it's part of something that you have to get used to, right? That's just part of it. Zirko says, if people tolerate me, we're fine. Oh, Zirko, I'm sure you're very, very good on YouTube as well, or Twitch. I'm trying to think if you do both. I know a lot of people do both, which is kind of nice, but I appreciate your sentiment. Ferris says, oh yeah, YouTube comments. Patrick says, I assume Seesaw is over 2 meters or 6 feet and with a beanie or toque as he's Canadian. I do sometimes wear a toque, I guess, but not like indoors, and definitely a bit shorter than 6 feet. I'd say like I'm just under average height. Like if you saw me, you wouldn't be like, wow, you're short, but you definitely be like, oh, you're a little shorter. I'd say. Not that that's something you'll really be able to tell from a webcam. So I feel like I'm going above and beyond and explaining myself now. Sonic says, Moghome. Karaman says, that makes sense. You're either going to comment on something you like or dislike. I can imagine anybody would bother you to make the comment, your voice is fine, without prompting. There's actually a few people who have left comments on YouTube videos just saying they've enjoyed my voice. Like, for everyone who is very, like, above and beyond discourteous on YouTube, there are people who are kind of, like, very friendly. Not that I'm suggesting everyone needs to be that friendly, but I'm just saying it goes both ways, which is nice. Your voice is very soothing, yeah. I think people have issues when I have like a long video. This is on like some of my more popular comparison videos. I'm very long-winded in how I say things, and I talk fairly slow. So sometimes they'll often say like, listen at 1.5 speed, which in all fairness, I sometimes do to some of my favorite YouTubers as well, so I can't really judge them. But yeah, it's something like that. Sonic says, oh, everyone hates their voice in playback, trust me. It's true, isn't it? Cameron says, it's because you're used to how it sounds from inside your head. It's different from outside. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. And now I'm used to hearing it. Like I do so much editing and listening to my own voice that like I'm used to it now. Farrell says, I hate hearing my own voice. Well, for anyone who hates it, I think, do a few, like, don't even post the video to YouTube, but like just do some recordings of it and you'll get used to it, and then it'll be something you don't at all feel. Like, it shouldn't be anything that holds anyone back. Canal du Sky says, you could try VTubing first as practice. I had considered that because I've kind of like, and my avatar being animated is the very like minorest step possible down that path, but I had considering the idea of like making it into a full-on avatar that's like a VTube thing, but I feel like I'm comfortable enough to do the face cam, so I'm excited to do it. I like, my mind's made up that I want to do it. I'm just trying to decide when I want to do it now. So I'll make a post about it. We'll talk things through. And then we'll plan the face reveal. We'll plan out when we want to do the Alliance raid, and I'll be sure to communicate it on YouTube and Discord and Twitter for those people who follow me there. I'm so bad at Twitter, but I appreciate it. And I didn't see you chat yet, so Canal du Sky, so welcome to the stream. Unless I've missed your chat before, in which case I apologize, but welcome. Okay, welcome to Moghome, Gupo, Moghome. The little one must be Riel, which makes you the... I've already said this, haven't I? Yes, I presume you are the one of the tiny beings of whom the dragon spoke. Riel, say something to the Moogle. Riel? Is she like in a trance? I'm sick of the charade. You tell me to talk, but then you refuse to listen. You tell me you're doing this for me, but then you go on about the darkness and the abyss. Am I supposed to be grateful when you come back covered in blood, when I put you back together so you can all do it again? You drag me halfway across the world so you can discover a new way to kill yourself. Oh my goodness. And you tell me it's for my sake. My goodness. Why are we here, Sidugurul? Or Sid, I don't know why I even try to say it. Tell me the real reason. My god, the chat's gone berserk again. I love this. And I try to read the chat as much as I can because I can't actually scroll up and down in the stupid... I have like a widget. I don't know if I've ever shared this, but I stream on just one monitor, so I have kind of like an overlay of the chat. And it works great for reading it, but I can't scroll on it, so I kind of have to read it in real time as it happens. Ferris says, yeah, you tend to go off the rails pretty often, but this is part of your charm. Well, the nice thing if I do end up doing the summary videos is I can cut out some of the off the rails, maybe. But you're right, it is part of the charm, so I'll try to keep some of it. Patrick says, I vote for Twitch Seesaw back in the day, but now I like your YouTube Seesaw best, and I'm glad you stayed. Yeah, I think it was the right decision. And YouTube's, like, I wouldn't say their platform's technically better than Twitch or anything yet, but they've definitely been making quite a few plays in the live streaming area over the last 2 years in terms of people that have jumped over and features, so it's nice to see. Zirko says, yeah, I do the PNG tuber when I don't want to bother with my looks when streaming. New donation goal, second monitor, maybe. Yeah, and that's the thing. If I do the webcam, I'm sure there'll be occasionally days where I'm not feeling up to it. You know, the Zach Roar situation instead of the Asmon Gold streams where he just doesn't want to have that on there. But yeah, you bring up a good point, Zakuro, and I mentioned it in the announcement video as well. I really need to reevaluate those sub goals and change that up because I feel like well, I'm happy with how I did it because I always say shoot for the moon and you'll land among the stars, and I'm very happy with where we landed, but I should reevaluate it to be more meaningful in terms of some of the rewards that we can try and get in the future. One last chat and then I'll go to the text again. Sonic says, YouTube kind of sucks for content creators. It's so up and down. If the algorithm likes you, you feel like your content is being lifted to the moon by YouTube. But if you're in a situation where you've fallen out of line with the algorithm, which is my case for the last few months, it's very challenging. If you're someone who, you know, focuses on the numbers every day, it can be very hard. But yeah, it's very up and down. I think that's on every platform, but it's certainly that way. I need a sip of water, and then we're going to talk about Riel. All right. Why are we here, Sid? Tell me the real reason. Riel, of course it's for your sake. Well, you certainly had a lot of practice saying it, haven't you? I'm sure the next maiden will appreciate it. What are you saying? I'm not like that, Riel. And you, say something. We never speak. I'm thinking I'm beginning to understand this whole darkness concept, Quopo. Harnessing the power of emotions or something such, yes? I'm reminded of an ancient legend about a Moogle named Mog. Rather simple name, I know, but those were simpler times, Gopo. Anyways, Mog had a penchant for dancing and... Wait, what does dancing have to do with the dark arts? Everything, Kupo, everything. The point is, your master was absolutely right when he told you to submit to the flame. You just never figured out what he meant by it. But better late than never, Kupo. Master Mogi will show you the way. First, you two Dark Knights will need to pull 4 sprigs of Prompt Watch each. Hop on it. Why is there always a chore? why must we always have a chore? I fail to see what purpose this will serve, but fine. You will have your precious Pomort. And Rael can stay here with us while you're away. Well, that's nice. Let's go, Seesaw. Oh. Ferris says a lot of Twitch streamers like Ludwig, Valkyrie, Sinkuno, and Lily Pichu have moved to YouTube recently. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of that. I think Myth also moved recently. Quite a few people. It's an interesting, like, it makes sense if they can bring audiences over, right? Oh, is this like a ride for me? Aw, look how cute we are. Oh, we don't actually have to go far. I don't know if this will be helpful or not. Oh, it's up above, is it? I don't know if you're able to steer us the right direction. I'll leave my map open if this helps. I mean, if you just touch down up here, we might be good. Although, are they all down below? Maybe there's one up here. I don't know if this has helped us or not, but I appreciate the ride. I think we're... It looks like... Okay, we'll go here, yeah. I don't know if it was easier that way or not, but I appreciate it. Patrick says, Seesaw is such an optimistic and happy person, and that helps him overcome hurdles in content creation. I would say that's true. Oh, what's this? Well, thank you so much. Is that a new, better sword for me? I'm going to open my inventory. It's not as bad as it could have been, actually. The inventory is looking pretty good. Is it recommended that I use it? It is. Ooh. Looks lovely. Thank you so much. It's just me and my my streamer privilege, I guess. Just getting some weapons. I do appreciate it so much. What was I trying to... Oh, you guys are going to make me all... What's that? What the heck's this? A minion now? Well, thank you so much. Thanks. I never expect gifts. I want that to be very clear, but I do appreciate... Oh, I'm supposed to push this to update. That's what I'm trying to think of. I do appreciate it. Let's use it. Oh, do I have to summon it from my... It's my minion menu. I can't see it with my chat out, which is unfortunate. You guys are probably like, it's right there, you silly fool. But it's... Oh, it's character... It's because the chat's like right over it. Oh, minion guide. I could just see it. And which one was it that we just got? It was a Mirtha minion. Is it on this page or is there's two pages? Right here. Summon. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm gonna have to just read the chat real quick. On my other screen, because this is now... You've now gone past where I can see. Let me see if I can read this from my other page. Where were we? I'll catch up on the chat and then we'll go back to the game. I'm sorry if it's like cut the music out or something while I do this. Jasandi says references. Mogi says Mog in Final Fantasy VI was a mogul famous for dancing. Oh, very cool. So it's kind of a backstory, eh? Sonic Rose says also a party member and pretty kick-ass. I made him into a dragoon. Yurko says, why is there always a chore? MMO. Yeah, it's fair. Every MMO does. Ferris says, one trick of being a YouTube streamer, one trick that big YouTube streamers do is redirecting the stream viewers to a video to boost their views and help the algorithm. And then they unlist the stream and upload it on a VOD channel. Oh, that's a smart idea. I should try that. Ferris says, sorry for the broken English. All good. My English is often broken when I'm trying to read so many things. Jacindy says, you're welcome. Well, thank you so much. Patrick says, I'm very happy to soon see Seesaw's final form. Tank Seesaw. I say final because I am convinced Friend Walker, the main job, won't be a tank. It probably won't be. It probably won't be. Jasandi says, Moat will like the cringe at your level 30 sword. Oh, I didn't even realize it was level 30. It's funny. Sonic says, wind up Murthia. Murthia are the Final Fantasy XI Mitico. Oh, very cool. Zakura says, I know a few people use their phones for a second monitor. I did try that. I didn't like it as much as this. Oh, you traded me again. Sorry, I was AFK from the game while I was just reading the chat and catching up. But we're caught up again. But I did try the phone originally, and I'm trying to think what I didn't like or liked about it now. But there was something I didn't like as much. Oh, this is up from here. Okay, where's my? No, we'll try and figure it out. Is it just up this hill? I can probably make it up here, right? Look at this. I can do this. I'm capable of some things. Look at this. I like how it's like a big achievement that I've made it to a tiny pickup by myself, but I sure did. Let's take a look at the minion now. Oh, very cute. It does it. It's got that Motiko, like, it's got the look. Oh, what is this? This is horrifying. Zakaro, you look terrifying. This seems like some horrible, like, robot that would follow me around. Oh, my mount speed's way higher here. I must have, like, some things picked up. Now, can I jump off that? Like, it won't kill me because I'm not in combat, right? Correct. I don't even know if it would have got me there or not. Alright, just one more. Actually, maybe we'll take a ride for the... Oh, no, we're good, we're good. We're good! I can do this. I'm brave. But which way is going to be the way? Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. Can I ride in here? Oh, I brought up the... Okay, it was good. Look at this. This was nice. Look at that. It's a nice professional one. I meant to ride in here, though, not to observe that. We're going that-a-way, if that helps. Caraman says, with Zakuro in it, I'll probably follow you around. You guys like to spook me. I like that. I like you're always following me and just creeping me out with your just lingering from the shadows and the creepy things you've collected. I feel like it's just up here. Oh, it's just up a level. Can you bring me up one? Oh, I went in the back seat. I'm like Dwight or whatever. Sit right behind the driver. It's the safest part in the car. There we go. Man, this is like the most sad form of questing. I'm just getting out, picking up my stuff, and taking a ride to the next destination. I appreciate it so much, though. I really do. I feel like I should have taken you guys up on the offer now. We need to... Where do we need to go? We need to go down that-a-way. So right-click on the map. I was right-clicking on the map, tell you where to go. Does it? How do I do this? Oh, like that. With control right-click. Does that do it for you? Can you see that flag? Did that help? Control right-click. Yeah, okay, I placed the flag there. Does that work? Can you see it? I guess I should type in party instead of just, like, being silent. Did not post in the... Oh, party chat, okay. Let me try again. I feel like we're watching all of my, like, shortcomings. Oh, and then it goes like this? Oh, I've officially learned a new system that I had no idea of before, so this is kind of cool. Thank you so much for the ride, by the way. This is lovely. Well, there you go. There was a point to all this. I learned something I had no idea of. Zerkaro says, I will just be waiting in the corner of your eyes. Watching from the corner of your eyes, waiting. My goodness. Patrick says, I know Seesaw is a man who once decided does not change his mind. But to me, Seesaw is a pally, not a Dark Knight. You are right in most games, too. It is definitely the choice I'd make. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see. Ferris says, if... I just need to click on someone. There we go. Ferris says, if you want to see other YouTube creators are doing, I recommend you one video called Why Everyone is Switching to YouTube. Mogul Mill YouTube channel. That's cool. I should check that. I should check out what other people are doing. I have seen a lot of my favorite YouTubers with clip channels that are just very short snippets, and I've actually ventured down that path a little bit this weekend, actually. Because I was reorganizing the channel, and my most recent video reviewing Stormblood hasn't done as well, just because, once again, the YouTube algorithm is not super happy with me. But what I thought would be interesting would be to take little snippets of it and post it on a clip channel. So that's kind of what I've done. So you might, if you're looking around, find a Tiny Blue Clips channel that just has very small pieces of content that'll ever be released. Pretty much everything will be on my main channel, like streams, summaries of the streams, regular videos. But if I ever want to take content that I've already released in some form and just take a little clip, I'm gonna try that, I think, and see if it's something that works. But yeah, it was an interesting thing. Mogi said, but I will check out the channel you recommended. It's definitely, I'm trying to learn more about YouTube. Mogi says, there you are, darkest dark one of the dark. Have you brought my Pummwort? what a greeting. Very nice, Kupo. That must have kept you very busy for a while. And Kupo, rather a lot of them have been sighted on the road to Asa. If you wait there long enough, you'll be sure to find one show up, Kupo. All right. Riel, oh, you didn't worry about her. She's off playing with some friends of mine, Kupo. Just focus on the trial and wait for me and Asa when you're finished. All right. There's always more trials, isn't there? Ferris says, oh, we talked about that channel. Patrick says, to me, Seesaw, to me, Seesaw is Pally, Scholar, Summoner, Dancer, and Dancer? I don't know. Dancer's one that has not interested me whatsoever. I just like thematically and like support's not often when I do, but I should try everything at some point. I should. Sonic says, there we have taught you a lesson in navigation. Thank you, Sonic. Jasandi says, to me, Seesaw is a Lala. I've enjoyed the Lala well. It's just so nice. Patrick says, I agree, Seesaw is a Lala. I do feel Seesaw excitedly looked at Aura because of dragons and quietly went back to Lala. Some of the other races are interesting, but I do like Lalas. I mean, I've played gnomes in so many games. I used to play pretty much any game. I'll play like the small cute creature. I'm gonna try walking to this one just to like read chat while I do. It'll give me a good time to talk and walk, you know? And I think I can make it there. I also just feel bad for... I don't want to say it's pathetic how I've been doing the quest, but I feel like I should do a little bit more. But, you know, I'll take a ride when it's something that's like up a level and it's truly difficult, that's when I'll use it. I don't want to become too reliant, is what I'm going to say. But speaking of dragon races, have many of you seen the Dragonflight alpha stuff with the Dakar or something like that they're called, and all of that business? I mean, it's all over my YouTube because I pretty much have videos for all MMOs coming onto my channel at all times. So I am always interested, and as I'm sure I've shared, I still play the odd bit of WoW with friends. It's an interesting addition to the game, I would say. I think it's weak that it's one class, one race that are locked together, but I don't know. We'll have to see what they do with... Wait, was I supposed to kill something here? Oh, my destination is beside this. That's why. I'm like, wait, where am I? Oh, I've pulled another thing too. Good. Oh, I've got the new ability that I should try. I should put this somewhere nice on my bar, but let's just see what it does. Oh, it does look cool. That's so nice. I probably did not use it well, but it looks very cool. Patrick says, I agree, Seesaw is a Lala. Oh no, we already read that, I'm sorry. Patrick says, spoilers, Seesaw is the shorty in Guild Wars 2, the inventor guy. Spoilers, Seesaw, the inventor guy. Wait, spoilers, Seesaw is the shorty in Guild Wars 2, the inventor guy. Like, are you saying there's someone who's named Shorty? Or that I like playing short people in Guild Wars 2? Or do you mean Garden Warfare 2, which I often see as abbreviated to that as well? So maybe I'm confusing that. But I apologize, I didn't pick that up right away. Jasandi says, I'm totally waiting for Fem Hrothgar. I didn't realize I was close enough to do it. I interrupted it at the last moment. Farrell says, once you go Lalafell, you never go back. I feel like that's probably true. I just look so cute. Alright, let's do this. Are they gonna come attack me? There we go. Let's do the big attack. Oh, it's still on cooldown, eh? Nah, there we go. Now I can do it. Oh, it's so cool. I love how that looks. There we go. Is that all we needed, or do we need to get more? Yeah, we just need to go up the road. Oh my god, the chat has moved so quick. I've once again fallen behind to the point I can't even see it on my screen. I'm AFK for 1 second while I read this. Patrick says, wow, next expansion, Dragonflight, cross it out. WoW's next expansion is Path of Fire, adding mounts with mass momentum. Yeah, it's true. It's very similar, isn't it? Very similar indeed. But, I mean, I'll say, like, there's two parts to it. I have no issue with MMOs acknowledging another MMO's done something right and adding it in a way to their game. Like, I think that's good for games to do. I just, like, it is, like, a lot of the animations are very clear. I feel like they should have seen it and just taken their own twist on it. And maybe it will play more like that, but a lot of the animations do look very much like the Griffin. But I'll tell you this, Path of Fire was one of my favorite expansions in MMO history, so I'm excited if that's, you know, going to be telling of how things are going to be. Justandi says, Dragonflight may draw me back to WoW. Healer Dragonkin. Woo. It could be cool. Like, the new class is always cool. We'll have to see what it is. I'll just read a couple more things in chat and then we'll get into this. I do realize it's already somehow 2:11, so these streams just go by so fast. First says, Dragon riding looks cool in Dragonflight, but aside from the X-Pack, doesn't look very new. I feel like they are trying to build a new foundation of the game, but they are not trying to compete. Yeah, and I think that's... I'll tell you what. I'm extremely excited that dragon flying is their... or dragon riding is their expansion feature, and it's not Island Expeditions or Torghast or what are some other horrible things that have just been not fun in the past. Like, if it's all about dragon riding, and then the rest of the development time is put into dungeons, raids, open world, the actual class design again, that's the best thing they could do, is directing things like that. So I'm excited for that. Ferris says, oh no, that's what we just did. Canal Du Sky says, back in Shadowbringers, I didn't care for CDs with Carve and Spit. Nowadays, it is the AoE version of it. Nice to heal a lot during big pull. Oh, that's cool. All right. We'll get into this. Let's do it. Ferris says, with other MMOs, Ferris says, WoW lost too many players. I feel like they need time for the game to be in any good shape. And they have a lot of dead content. I am excited for how they're trying to start mixing in past dungeons into their current content and stuff. I think, like, Final Fantasy, from what I've heard, does a really good job of including past content in its endgame still. I haven't obviously played the endgame, so this is just what I hear. But I think it's a big thing that WoW does need to figure out, how to make make work. Sid says, what in the hells are you doing, Seesaw? What could moguls possibly know about mastering the dark arts? Mwah, foolish fools. Are we going to get attacked by some moguls? Right then. What's all this? While you two were busy gathering palmwort and slaying thundrils, we had kidnapped Riel, Kupo Kupo. What? Oh yes, Kupo. We had so much playing together, some fun playing together. We had so much fun indeed, Kupo. So much fun that we thought we might keep her forever. Okay, I will 100% say I did not expect to be betrayed by the Mughals. Not once, not ever. This is wild. Just wild. You wouldn't dare. Oh my goodness. Sonic says, carve and spite, or as in skewering. Okay. Patrick says, I wish I could get into WoW. It was so much content I've never done, but like OTS onboarding for new players is very lacking. It is very poor. And I feel I have a very similar feeling towards old school RuneScape, interestingly, because I'm someone who loves old school MMOs, and I played MapleStory, and I always go back to it and play it every so often, like on non-official servers, let's just say. But I keep trying to get into RuneScape because it's still going strong as its old version, and I have such difficulty getting into it for some reason, and I don't know why. And I'm not saying they have a bad new player experience. I don't know. I also have issues with sandbox MMOs in some way, so maybe that's part of it for sure. Ferris says, well, the fact that you are still on Stormblood should tell you that the game has a lot of content. It does tell me that. The one thing I've never been concerned about is that Final Fantasy has a ton of content. Moguls are vicious. I mean, I guess the King Mogul fight is pretty vicious, so that's fair. Canal Disguise says MMOs in general either are growing or dying, sometimes stagnating. If it isn't in dying spire, it's going to go back to growing. Canal Disguise says even Final Fantasy is no exception. They had to rebuild the game for a reason. No, and I think there's no MMO that I wish can't return to like a good point. I mean, the obvious case is New World, that had such an incredible launch, is now down to like 20,000 active players or something, or concurrent players, so active is probably higher. I wish them nothing but success. I want a game to actually be a vertical progression, action combat, Holy Trinity MMO. I don't know why it can't be achieved, but I want a game, and New World is that. I want a game that can do that and live and be successful, and I don't know why. It just doesn't happen. Zakuro says, same when they released it on mobile. Oh, same when they released it on mobile, but it still is a slow start to getting your stats. Yeah, and I play it on mobile too, and maybe I should do it on PC. I think, and this is obviously like so far in the future, like who knows where we'll all be in our life by then. But if I do end up getting to Final Fantasy like Endgame, right, and I'm looking for a new playthrough of a game, like I would never stop playing like Final Fantasy, but if I am caught up in Final Fantasy and kind of like in between patches and stuff, I think doing a let's play of RuneScape and like having people who actually know it teach me about it would be fun. And maybe that would happen even before that, but it could just be fun. Fair says, plus you can be any class's job on your character, so you need to level them up. You need to level them up, and that's one of the forms of old content staying relevant. I guess, yeah, it forces you to go back, which to be fair, WoW kind of has in some ways, because like you can make alts. Like there's nothing forcing you to have all of the jobs in Final Fantasy leveled up, right? Like there's nothing forcing you to have all of the classes in WoW leveled up, but it is a great way to re-experience content. Canal Disguise says the reason is that you will always end up in a paradox. You need to be a big you need to make big changes in order to attract new players, but doing big changes might alienate old players. Yeah, it's a very good point. Patrick says, I think my problem with WoW ends up that no class holds me long enough to have wandering eyes. I'd say, like, of all the issues I have with WoW, I enjoy how many playable versions of classes there are. Like, there's a lot of different classes you can pick up that feel very unique in some ways. I love the classes in Final Fantasy as well, or jobs, I should say. I'd say both games do well for offering you different play styles. I think what I like the most about these, like, both of these games, is that they have the Holy Trinity. So they have very sectioned off roles, and because of that, I know what I'm getting into when I look at a new class. Whereas one of my issues with Guild Wars 2, and I kind of want to make a video about it actually, is I think originally they stopped doing the Holy Trinity. Like, they never did the Holy Trinity because they wanted it to be very approachable for new players. But I think they've actually made the game as like uninviting for new players as possible. Oh, I have to click something. It's getting mad at me. Because instead of going to looking for group and seeing, you know, need a healer, need a DPS, need a tank, all of a sudden you're seeing, like, need quickness, need alercity, need this, need banner slave. Like, it, as someone who's even played Guild Wars 2 at a higher level back in the day, I find it so intimidating to join parties. And I don't know, I think the Holy Trinity is actually more inviting for new players than hindering. Matted Moogle says, if you don't believe us, go look. You'll never find her, Kupo. Not in a million years. Mwah. Yes, ours, Kupo. You'll never see her again. Mwah. You and your furry... you little... Oh, my goodness. Oh, we're gonna fight some Moogles, eh? Give her back to me now, or I swear I will kill every last one of you and burn your village to cinders. Alright, let's do some Moogle fighting. Oh, they've got the same song from the raid as well. Having flashbacks to the one time I tried doing it in an ultimate. Or, is it ultimate or what's the hard version of it? I tried doing the hard version of it and waited 2 hours in queue for it. And we wiped a few times and everyone left. I was hoping to make a video about it. I still might do at some point, but it was not a success. Oh, it's such a cool skill, that one. Do 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, it's just so fun. Sonic says Moogles are basically a kind of fairy. They drink and play pranks and sing. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they betray you? That's a fair thing. Why would they not betray me? Betrayal's like a very big theme in Final Fantasy. Ferris says Final Fantasy Endgame. Oh my gosh, what's this? Okay. Is this gonna hurt me? Oh, it wasn't good. Oh, the chat's moving again. Final Fantasy Endgame and Final Fantasy changes every patch, so you have experienced old Endgame with Coils and Alexander. Well, you did in the normal version at least. Yeah, I need to try the new one. Like the current version of Endgame is what I'm excited for. God, these guys just keep coming. I should focus on them a bit more. I feel like I'll look away like for a little bit too long and just get killed by Moogles and we'll never hear the end of it. Is there still one coming? No, it's all of them, okay. Canal Disguise says, does the game ever address if Moogles are Fey folk? I would not be the right person to ask, but I'm sure someone will tell you. It's probably already in the chat even if I read down. Youch! Why? You could really hurt someone carrying on like that, Kupo. Oh, funny, funny, funny. Oh, goodness. Patrick Pinder says, meanwhile, Baldur Gates 3 is in early access. The game makes me happy and it's barely released. Now, I'm notoriously bad at knowing about any news for any other game. Like, it's not an MMO, is it? Or am I just super out of the loop? Explain to me what Baldur Gate 3 is, Patrick. But I'm excited that there's a game you're excited about. It's like the best time for a gamer when there's a new game that's going to come out soon. Sonic says, I can only assume they are because I still get my mail in Shadowbringers. Zakuro says, Moogles are Moogles. Ferris says, but Final Fantasy XIV is constantly improving the game, so I guess you only got a taste of Endgame. I'm excited to see what it's like when I get there. Like to the current Endgame, if I ever do catch up. Ken Eldley Sky says, fun fact, quests in Mogholm give you materia instead of Elegant currency sacks because Moogles precede the Allegans by 2 eras. That's actually wild to think about. Farrell says, one day I really should actually do content. I still haven't gotten into Endwalker content. What do you do when you're on, Farrell? Do you just are you a completionist doing like other stuff in other expansions, or what do you like to do? Sid said that's the bloody point. Now tell me where she is if you want to live. Wait. Like how this one's just like out of the loop. Poor sad Moogle. Why do you want to get back so badly, Kupo? What kind of question is that? You kidnapped her. But you don't seem to like having her around as much anyways, right? She's just a burden to you. So why do you care what happens to her? I swore an oath to protect her. That's what the Dark Knights do. So you think that will give you the strength enough to protect her? Duty and honor, I'll tell you what you need, Kupo. They're so cute. Whence comes true strength to defend the meek? Is its honor? Is it justice? How bland. God, I like their little dances. Could it be the darkness is born of a light? A flame burning for another? How grand. Tis love, all-powerful shining love. Look how cute they are. Rather blunt, I'll admit, but subtlety doesn't seem seem to be your strong suit. Riel. Well, here we go. Go on, Riel. Say your piece. I know you and Frey were trying to do the right by your master. That you came to my defense because you believed that that's what he would have wanted. And I know you only did that because you believed it would make you stronger, because all you truly care about is killing more Temple Knights. I've seen how you look at them, how you curse them under your breath, how you relish every opportunity to cut them down. So don't tell me that it's all been for me. Don't tell me that Frey died for me. Oh, the lighting's so nice. Everything I've done for my mother and my father, for my master, and yes, most of all for me. I haven't been honest with you, nor with myself, and for that I'm sorry. I will stand for you in this coming trial, but what happens after will be your decision. Good, that's a promise. Let me just dance around over there. All right, look at us back up. Look at all you all on the staircase over here. And we've had some chat since then. Patrick says, no, Baldur's Gate 3, like 1 and 2, is a video game version of D&D. Oh, interesting. It's a choice-based adventure game where you can do limited multiplayer, but it's no MMO. Very cool. I haven't played any of those Boulder games. And I have very limited experience of D&D as it is, but that's super cool. Those stars really nice. Look at all the fireworks. This is so nice. Look at all of you. Oh, and it's Mao. It's already... Now, is this just to accept the next quest? All right, we'll just read through this text, and then we'll go through the chat and see if I've missed anything, because I do see a lot of people have added some more stuff. And we'll wrap up the stream, because I am burning up. It is hot in this room without the air conditioning. But this has been such a fun stream, everybody. But yeah, let's see. So furry little bastards had us fooled, eh? Shame their wisdom is Balak's, I mean, really now. Love, that's what you need to harness the abyss? I mean, I suppose there's something to be said for caring deeply for your charge. But no, I will not give those cretins even a sliver of credit. This was an utter waste of time, and that's that. Still, I'm glad to have come to an understanding with Riel. We should return to Ishgard. The honor of the trial draws close. Come along, Riel. Aw, wasn't that nice? All right, let's see. Chat says, Moo, the Moogle fan service we have on screen. Yeah, it was really nice, the dances they did. Ferris says, do you go to the nightclubs, Farrell? Farrell says, I've been trying to get into Endwalker, but I've been sidetracked with PvP and the market board. Ooh, big into the market. I like that. PvP I could see being quite the distraction for me once I get to endgame. Like, I'll probably get very invested. I guess it's cool that you can get invested without being at the top level, like the top story part. That's kind of cool. But no, it's nice to just have other stuff that's like, to have so much to do in a game that you still know there's a whole expansion for you to play. That's super cool. I kind of aim up so I can see everybody there too. Sonic says, nobody expects the Kupo Inquisition. Ferris says, Endwalker content is amazing at the moment. At moments, it is even better than Shadowbringers, and Shadowbringers was already amazing. Oh, I'm super excited to get into Shadowbringers. Zirko says, you should get another skill to end your quest line. Oh, that's good. I guess, yeah, the final part of the... Like, this would be the Heavensward section of the story, I guess, would be the fight against her mother, and then we'll get a skill. So that's kind of nice. Ferris says, oh, that's a shame. I was enjoying the stream. Yeah, I'm super sorry, everybody. I usually just do the 90-minute stream, so it's been... we started at 1 my time, so it's been about 90 minutes. And I am boiling. So we'll I don't know. I say that... I know in my update I said there's going to be less streams. We'll see. I feel like I'm still going to want to do a fair bit to try and get some of this content done. Because this was so much fun. Thank you so much to everyone who came in game. Thank you so much to everyone who was in the chat. This is hands down one of the best streams I've had in a while. Like, just the amount of questions and talking. I feel my throat's rasp from all the talking and replying to questions, and I just love it. I love how much I get to engage with everyone. But yeah, coming up, we will obviously continue the Dark Knight story quests. We'll obviously continue the Stormblood post-expansion story, and I will make an announcement about doing the Alliance raids sooner than later. I'm fairly confident at this point that I'll do the face reveal with the first Alliance raid, because I want to do it sooner than later, and I think it'll make that event really fun as well. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I'll probably post about it. I'll post about it and the time we can expect to do it soon, and then we can have as many people as we can in that, which I think will be a lot of fun. I think it'll be a good amount of fun to have as many people as we can show up. Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see how many people will come. But yeah, thanks so much for joining me for stream today. I'll just do a last look through the chat, and then we'll close things up. Irko says, I got very invested in PvP. I made a serious push to place in the top 100. That's super cool. But I didn't quite make it. I got within 3 wins away. Ah, it's so hard, but like, it's so cool to like it's so cool that they have the system to show like the top 100 and stuff. That's awesome. Jasandi says, hot as crap here is also Seesaw. I bet it's much hotter there as well. Like, I'm kind of being a wimp. It's only like 30 or something today here, and I know it's been like 40 over there, so I can't even imagine it. Moo says, the great thing about PvP is that the hotbar is separate from the normal one, so you can pick it up, Abby. Yeah, it is really nice, but it's also difficult. Oh, I guess we may as well teleport to the Foundation. Yeah, it's difficult because I just have to remind myself whenever I switch between the two of them. I'm like, oh yeah, this is how my class plays. But it is nice and good for balancing. Patrick says, we are very excited to run Alliance raids with you, face or no face. I think it'll be with face unless there's extreme technical difficulties. Either way, though, you're right. It'll be just fun to have everyone there, so that'll be super fun. Ferris says, don't forget about the YouTube video Mogul Mail. I will check it out. Thank you for saying it, Ferris. And if for some reason I keep forgetting about it, keep mentioning it, but I should check it out. I'm trying to be better. So yeah, you'll see this stream will not be posted as a video, or should not be. It should be in the VODs playlist, and I'm gonna try downloading the stream and making a summary of this. I'd say like within the next week you should see that go up. In the meantime though, there is a separate channel with one video on it called Tiny Blue Clips, if you want something that's very lightweight and just like pieces of content you might have seen before. But it's something else I'm trying to. But yeah, thanks for Terminus says, being a good stream. See you next time. Thanks for coming, Terminus. Always great to have you here. Love seeing you in chat. Moo says, good night. Happy to catch some of the stream for the first time. Yeah, I haven't seen you before, Moo, so it's great to have you here. Like everyone in the game as well. This is so nice. It's nice to have everyone here. Ferris says, here is winter of 7 degrees. Very cold. Well, I mean, I can get quite cold too, but I would take the winter. I would take the winter, Ferris. But hopefully you stay warm then. Everyone else stay warm, or everyone else stay cold. Ferris, you try and stay warm. Zerka says, we'll see you next time. See you next time, everyone. See you next time. It was so much fun. Have a good rest of your day. Till next time.